My name is Joseph Campbell and I am a first year business and finance student. During this vlog I will be assessing my buyer behaviour and a purchase that I have recently made and the factors that have influenced it. The product that I will be discussing today is the Apple MacBook Air. There are numerous factors that have led me to make this purchase, from brand loyalty to ease of linking with Apple products, and also how I have been influenced by others into choosing the Apple Mac. One of the main factors that has influenced my purchase is brand loyalty, which is a consumer's emotional attachment towards a particular brand. Having previously owned a number of Apple products, from iPhones to iPods and iPads, all of which have worked extremely well for me and I've enjoyed using them, I decided that when purchasing a new laptop I would stick with the Apple brand. Purchasing my MacBook Air can accurately be described by the consumer proposition acquisition process. This process includes motor development followed by information gathering, then proposition evaluation, proposition selection, acquisition/purchase, and finally re-evaluation. The first stage of this is motive development. This is when we decide that we need to purchase a new product or item. In my case, my old laptop had broke and I was coming to university. Therefore, I knew that I would need a new one in order to complete my work and get my assignments due on time. This can also be described as recognising a problem that needs to be solved. The next stage is information gathering. During this stage, I was considering ways in which I could solve the problem. This was done by asking myself a number of questions, such as where my previous laptop was bought from, how much it cost, and where I'd get the product from, whether it be online or a physical retail store. In my case, I had previously owned a HP laptop that I bought online, as there were no retail stores that sold laptops near me. Therefore, an online purchase was more convenient for me. In terms of price, I knew that the laptop would cost me between £500 and £1,000. Therefore, I was able to budget for that money in order to make my purchase. I then used proposition evaluation. I did this once I had collected all the information I needed to make my decision on which laptop to buy. This stage is also known as the consideration stage, in which I consider both rational and irrational factors when making my choice. An example of a rational factor I used is price. I decided to buy the 2017 variation of the MacBook as it was £400 cheaper than the latest version, and I knew I had to save as much money as I could due to the expenses of university. This ties in with Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which describes how a person's needs and desires are connected, and how physiological needs such as food and water, and also safety needs such as shelter, need to be met before self-actualisation needs can be. In this case, it was for the purchase of my new laptop, which was my self-actualisation need. This is an important factor in my purchases, and I needed to ensure I had enough money to finance my food and pay for my accommodation before I knew how much I would be able to spend on my new laptop. However, when thinking about saving money, I also considered reverting to a similar Windows computer as which I had before, as it was cheaper than every MacBook. However, my desire for a high quality outweighed my desire for a cheap product, as I considered it an investment for my education. Also, an irrational factor I considered was my desire to have another Apple product, as it's renowned for being a luxury product, and as a result I had a preconceived idea that the quality of the Mac would match its high quality brand image. Proposition selection would have been the next stage in the process had the 2017 Apple Mac not been in stock and I was unable to purchase it, as I would have had to select an alternative product. After this comes acquisition, the actual purchase of the laptop. In this case, it is a specialised purchase, as it is an infrequent one-off purchase. This means I was heavily invested in the decision-making process, as I wanted to ensure that it was of high enough quality and that it was going to meet the needs of my purchase. Finally, re-evaluation occurred, in which cognitive dissonance was a factor. Cognitive dissonance is conflict in the brain causing uncertainty and anxiousness. This occurred to me as I worried about whether I had made the right decision to purchase the 2017 Mac rather than the latest edition, as I know Apple have a reputation for their software becoming outdated quickly. However, the dissonance was removed by me selectively forgetting this information and focusing on the fact that it was a luxury product and still high quality at the time of purchase. My purchase was also influenced by the celebrity endorsement of Apple products by rapper Drake. As I used my previous laptop to listen to music, therefore by the MacBook being endorsed by Drake, I subconsciously associated the quality of the sound and music of the Apple Mac as being higher than other competitors such as Windows. I was also influenced by my peers and family, as a lot of them have Apple MacBooks. Having seen them use them and also seeing them own luxury products enhanced my further desire to buy a laptop, and one of the main factors that swayed me to buy an Apple Mac rather than a Windows or HP.